What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Square. I'm here with my boy Jeremy. You are now tuned in to One on One with Jerm.
Oh man, we're back. Episode 112. One on one with Jerm. Man, I got another special guest. I had special guests 2 weeks in a row, but I got another special guest, man. We go back all the way to 2012, 2013. Yeah, long time, man.
God.
My guy, Thomas, A.K.A. DJ Square. I'm gonna give him his proper introduction, man. My guy, DJ Square in the building. What's up, my guy?
My man. Long time no see.
Man, it started at Nike. Let's just start there.
Yeah.
We started at Nike.
Nike, 2011.
Yeah.
2011, I was oh my gosh, going into my junior year.
High school. Facts. I remember you were still in high school.
Junior year of high school, 16, 17 years old, ain't know nothing.
How did you even get in there so young?
Man.
Because I didn't think they were hiring that young. I thought they were starting at 18.
It was crazy. So I applied, I applied so many different jobs. Like, I'm talking like.
You was ready to get out there and make some money.
That was it. Like, I was just like, I need to make some money.
Facts.
You know, I was getting ready to graduate like a couple years and wanted to go to college at the time and everything like that. And I was just like, you know what? I applied at Kroger, Walmart, Target, you know, the basics.
Of course.
The ones that I would get hired at. McDonald's and fast food, all that, you know, like low end, not low end, but you know, the jobs.
Starter. The entry level.
Entry level jobs. And I just was like, you know what? So I went and applied retail. Nike was one of them. Zoomies was another.
Yeah, Zoomies was big.
That was Zoomies, the one that was right next to Calvin Klein in the outlet mall.
Yeah.
And applied at Nike. Then they had the group interview. Me, DJ, Gabe.
Oh, DJ was in your interview?
Yep.
Shout out DJ.
It was DJ, Gabe, and oh my gosh, I can't remember the last one.
Yeah,
but we were the ones that ended up making it.
Y'all was shining in the group.
Yeah,
interview.
we were. They were all temporary positions.
Yeah,
that's what Howard told us. They were all temporary positions, and then we were the ones that made it through the 6 months and everything. And so that's how we all ended up staying.
Nike was a great time in life.
What a time, bro.
Man, I went right when you said group interview. I was like, yep, I had the group interview with our old head guy before he moved to Austin or whatever. I can't remember.
Man, I actually ran into Todd.
Yeah, Todd. That's his name. Todd.
Todd is the dude, man.
Todd is that dude.
I went to the Pasadena store.
Yeah.
Maybe like a year and a half ago. I went to go check it out, walk in, and he like, same glasses, everything. I walk up and I was like, you remember me? He was like, Thomas, what?
Todd?
So Todd was at the Pasadena store.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, he's still in Houston to my knowledge. And then Gary.
Todd lied to me one time. He was like, yeah, man, we're bringing the Nike to the Galleria real soon. This was like in 2012.
He ended up being in Memorial City.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool. Yeah, closing. I was like, Todd, when is this store ever going to open? Yeah, it's coming.
It ended up being in the Ben Memorial.
We'll take it.
That's cool.
Hey, it's something that we didn't have.
Partial to the original gang ended up going. DJ ended up going, so I love that.
Yeah, salute DJ over there, man, making moves. I can't be mad at that one bit, man. Yeah. How'd you get into sneakers, man? We were talking about that outside. I was like, man, I got to bring the fresh sheet out. Because I was like, I know Tom is coming fresh to death.
And then I showed up at Nike. Man. Sneakers had always been a really big thing for me. My father used to work at Foot Locker.
Okay.
In Greens Point Mall when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So my dad had all the cool sneakers, all the Pimpins, the Jordans, you know, the Barkleys, everything like that. So whatever my pops would get, I would get.
Yeah.
So if you look back in like pictures of when I was younger, I had Taxi 12s on, Brad 4s. Oh my gosh, like Last Shot 14, all sorts of stuff, you know. And so as I got older, you know, my mom would take care of that. My dad would take care of that type of stuff. But that's where the whole job thing came in when I got to be about like 15, 16 years old. Couldn't really work legally until I was about 16. So when I moved to my dad's when I think I was like 14 or 15, moved to my dad's, I was like, man, I'm not going to ask my dad and them to be buying me like $150, $160 Jordans like weekly. And so I was like, I need to figure out some type of way to make some type of money. And I would go knock on my neighbor's doors, like down the street, around the corner, around the block, and whoever let me cut their grass, I was cutting their grass for like $25.
Real. I remember them days.
Yep. $25, $30.
Yep.
If you were on the cul-de-sac, I would bag it all, weedy, everything.
Do everything. Yeah, I was out there doing that too. Fact, I remember that.
I would wake up at like 6:30, 7 in the morning before the sun would get too hot.
Mm-hmm.
And if
try to knock it out.
Yep. And if I had to do it later on, I would wait till about maybe like 5:36.
Right when that sun about to go down.
Go down, take my little gallon of water, little push the lawnmower down the street, wherever I had to go, man.
Make you some extra money.
Furthest I would go was my grandma's house. She lived like right behind us.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was still like at least like a 10, 12-minute walk with the lawnmower.
Exactly.
And all the trash bags and stuff. Yeah. No.
So you carrying that, you already
panting.
Yeah, I already know.
Panting.
I already know,
man.
So you got into sneakers because of Pops. Now you did hoop. I do remember you was hooping back in high school for
man.
Briefly. I do remember you talking about your basketball career.
Basketball is always my first like dream outside of music. You know, my dad played basketball, played semi-pro, and everything like that.
Oh, Pops was real.
Yeah, Pops was cool. Pops was good with it, man.
Yeah.
I got a chance to see him, like, you know, in some leagues. He had letters he showed me from when he was in high school. My dad went to Wall Trip. So
Wall Trip High.
Yeah, my dad went to Wall Trip, class of 92. Showed me letters of him getting offers from like UNLV, Kansas, Texas, you know, at the time. And this is when like UNLV was like
powerhouse. Yeah, for sure.
You know, and so getting a chance to see that, you know, and I love the game myself. You know, I'm not that good. No, I love the game and everything like that, man. So that's always been a thing. Kobe Bryant's my all-time favorite player. I grew up watching him.
Yeah.
Got a chance to see Michael Jordan, like, you know, in those years, like the later years.
The Wizard years.
Yeah, Wizard years of his career. But getting a chance to watch Kobe he was the guy.
Yeah.
He was the guy. I remember, man, like I would record like on VCR, bro, the games and just watch them and everything like that. So Kobe was always my favorite player. Then the LeBron era came. You know, it's like super dope to see.
Yeah, as we got to grow up, we got to, like you said, we got to grow up in those eras. The DTS don't even just realize these were like great eras. We saw them from the beginning, like
all the way through.
That tells you how old we are, number one. But still,
man.
It's fun to see their journey and see how they progressed into, you know, the great superstars that they are now and were.
I legit cried the day Kobe retired.
Man, I remember watching that game.
I legit cried. I was like, this is insane.
It.
Yeah.
This is it. It's crazy.
There will never be another Kobe Bryant.
Kobe for 3.
Bro.
We'll never hear that, bro.
Never. That last one, when he hit the 61, I was like, oh my God.
Cold.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to go. I knew he was going to try to, you know, go out in style.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he'd go out like
when he got up to about 36, I was like, man, bro.
He about to go for something.
He gonna go for like 50.
He there. Yeah. And he already hot.
Yeah.
He was hitting, because at first he started out, he was cold, and then he started to heat up. And then, like you said, once he got into like the high 30s, I was like, oh yeah, he going for something special.
Where he played? Utah.
Mm-hmm.
That was Utah. And it was just like watching like the game live. Like it was like they were running all his greatest games like the whole day. And then they did the whole like ordeal special of his retirement, and it was cool to see all the celebrities like there, like
in person. Yeah.
Like it was like a
soaking it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that you won't see until LeBron retires, more than likely.
Because that was the same day Golden State
broke the record. Yeah, for 73.
Yeah, it was the same day. It was just like, they were like, which game's more monumental? I'm like, bro, if anyone says anything other than Kobe Bryant's last game, like,
dude, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Because I remember they had the score in the corner, if I'm not mistaken, at the Golden State.
They never flipped the
game. They never flipped the game.
We just saw the highlights. Like, everyone knew they were going to win. Like, we knew that. We were just like, all right, like, We want to see Kobe's last.
We want to see Kobe go out in like grand fashion.
They could have televised that game on any network that was not a
channel,
and
everybody would have tuned in.
They would have watched.
If they would have saw that he was going off the way he was, they would have stopped what they were. Oh, Kobe's doing this in his last game. Oh, I got to tune in.
Insane.
It was just he was hitting shots that you didn't even think Kobe, because you know Kobe was dealing with injuries and all that.
Off the Achilles.
Yeah, and he was just hitting shots.
It wasn't the same, but you could tell he was gassed.
Yeah.
That third quarter, I was like, oh, he's gassed.
Yeah.
He wanted to keep going. So
he wanted,
like, all right, cool.
He dug deep down inside and found something deep in him, and something just was like, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm there. So you moved from Nike, you went to the restaurant industry. The red Mr. Papados. Papacitos. Yeah,
so
excuse me.
I started at excuse me. I started at Cetos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. 2014.
Yeah.
2014. Started as a server. I had, prior server experience there. Well, at a bar, I should say. So I bartended, at a couple restaurants.
So the mixed drinks and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Mixology.
Hey.
Started there. Was a server. Oh my gosh, for maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Papacitos. My GM at the time, his name's Gonzo, like a absolute father figure to me. I still talk to him to this very day. Pulled me aside and was just like, hey, what's your, how many hours of school do you have? And I was like, I was in college at the time. I was, doing basics and stuff like that at Lone Star. Eventually wanted to go to, U of H, main campus, study, hotel and restaurant management. And I told him at the time, I think I had maybe 26 or 30 hours. And so that was, I think 40 was to get your associate's degree or something like that at the time. And so he told me that he saw a lot of potential in me and he wanted me to go into a higher level in the restaurant industry, which was management. And I was like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way you're talking about me. It's different. It's cool. You know what I mean? Your parents, uplift you and they see so many different things in you that you don't see in yourself.
Right.
Or a random stranger who I have only known for 4 or 5 months at the time.
To see something in me.
Yeah, that hit me a different type of way, between him and I call him my work dad, Patrick Anders, my work dad. They pushed me and I went into management. I definitely saw so many different perspectives in the restaurant industry that the average person does not see. I was not the best tipper prior to working in the restaurants. I never really understood the process, why people actually would sometimes leave $100, $200. I'm like, bro, what? But
it's the service.
When you work in it and then you see you have to, in a management position, you train in every position. So you start as a host. Then you work in the busser. Now busser was I was like, this is insane that they legit do all of this stuff that people really don't. They don't just clean tables.
They clean the dishes.
They're at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
They come in with the kitchen and sometimes they're there before management. Management, we would come in at 6:30, 7 o'clock. On the floor, as a floor manager, you come in at 8 a.m., kitchen, buster staff, all that, 6:30 in the morning. And so working that, I'm talking, it's the most tedious stuff, bro. You're cleaning dumpsters, bro. You're spraying them down, you know what I'm saying, folding silverware, working in the kitchen hands-on, preparing stuff.
Getting it ready for the day.
Is a scratch kitchen, so everything comes from scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Except cheese, because I don't have a cow.
Exactly.
But seeing all of that and, that gave me a whole new appreciation of that position. And then obviously I worked as a server before, so I know that.
Right.
And then translating to it being more professional, as far as me being a manager, on the floor, I'm dealing directly with the guests.
People, yeah.
Directly with them, not just my section of 3 or 4 tables.
Exactly.
I'm dealing with
everybody.
The entire
yeah, for sure.
When it comes to go, to go orders, the physical restaurant itself,
the bar,
internal issues that's going on in the restaurant, the bar, man, the parking lot sometimes, you know what I mean? Like
everything.
You're dealing with a lot. And mind you, at the time when I was a manager, I was like 22 years old.
Yeah.
I was like 22 years old. And so
you still young in general.
Yeah. And so it was like a lot of people didn't really take me serious while I was doing it because they were like, there's no way he's running his restaurant.
At 22.
He's 22 years old.
Yeah.
You know, and so I did that. I managed 6 different locations. I was worked in the kitchen as a kitchen manager, and which was like the overall goal.
What's your favorite location?
Man, home store, Willowbrook. That's
1960.
Yep. Yeah. That's where it all started. I get a chance to go back and go visit. A lot of the staff that was there when I was there, they're still there.
Mm-hmm.
They had been there for like 20 plus years. You know, and they're still there.
Yeah.
You know, they're very well taken care of. Their families are taken care of. And that's one thing I can always respect about that company. They make sure that their employees are very well taken care of. Not just the employees, but their families.
Their families as well.
And so that's super cool, man. But there was a day I just woke up and was just like, man, I'm not really sure if this is really what I want to do.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, how did you know that it was time to?
Man, I woke up, man. So my best friend, I tell this story a lot. You've heard this story before. My best friend went to Sam Houston. He was getting ready it was actually his birthday. It was his 22nd or 23rd birthday. You know what? I'm sorry. No, it was like his 24th or 25th birthday or something like that.
Yeah.
Went up there. They have this thing. It's called quarter night. So there's a bar. There's like a couple bars at the time. They offer a quarter night. So what quarter night is, it's pretty self-explanatory. Any drink that you want is a quarter. So I go celebrate with him. He's getting ready to graduate this
right
time. And I'm like, cool. It's going to be a ball. We're going to have a time. Go up there. I know nothing about DJing. Not anything.
Not a button, not nothing.
I don't know what a BPM is. I don't know what I don't know what I didn't even own a MacBook.
Yeah.
I literally had like the Lenovo computer. The one that would like flip into a tablet.
I remember those.
The touch screen.
Yeah.
That's what I had. And so
I wanted one of those.
It was a cool computer, bro.
It was different at the time.
Yeah, It was really cool. You know, you would think Apple computers are touchscreen now, but no, they're not. But it's cool. I like them.
Still cold. Yeah.
But so I know nothing about DJing. Like not the first thing ever. And I'm in the bar. I'm completely fried. Like I slapped a $50 bill on the bar.
Oh, you went wild.
The dude was like, yeah, he's like, everything's a quarter. I said, I know. Just keep them coming, bro.
Oh, you went wild.
I slapped the 50 down. We had some of our boys were with us. They slapped 50 down. Like, because we were in the service industry. You know what I'm saying? So we knew. So, like, I think we tipped the bartender like $400, bro.
Yeah.
Every drink's a quarter. That's 1,500 drinks.
Right there.
Minimum. Like, minimum, that's 1,500 drinks. There's not enough liquor in that bar for that.
For 1,500.
No.
Facts.
Like,
and y'all can't consume 1,500. Yeah, y'all can't consume $1,500 worth of drink. Or 1,500 drinks, excuse me.
My gosh, that was such a bad night.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It was a bad night, but a really good night. So my mom, apparently I called my mom. Well, actually, no. So let's backtrack. So we're like completely fried. I'm like, I don't know nothing about DJing. I know nothing about this, but I feel like that if I figured out how to do this, I would be really good at this because I know music, but I just don't know where to start. I didn't even know A$AP Rocky had a song at the time. Oh my gosh. I can't remember what song it was, but the line never made sense to me until I became a DJ. There was like a little interlude in the song, and then it was like, no, you know what? It was Dark Fantasy. And like, you don't have no Yeezy in your Serato. Yeah. I was like, what is Serato?
Out of nowhere.
I have no idea what it is. So so apparently I was very, very intoxicated, and I Googled cheap DJ controllers, and I bought like the cheapest one I could find. Man, it was a Hercules controller. Any DJs that are listening to this, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
a Hercules controller. It came with the box. It came with this like software, whatever. It wasn't Serato. It wasn't even like virtual DJ. It was like super weird stuff. I don't even know. Like, that's
the beginner of beginners,
bro. Like, I'm talking like if I had to like really name it, I couldn't
name it.
I could not tell you. Like, couldn't tell you the software. So apparently, I ordered it, and I called my mom, and I was like, "Man, I'm gonna be one of the best DJs to like ever do." Mind you, I'm completely
wasted.
Completely wasted. Like,
but they say drunk tell the truth.
Yeah, I'm completely drunk. Like, we're at Whataburger, my best friends. Like, we're like maybe like 2-3 minutes from his dorm, like, or his apartments at the time, and so maybe like a couple weeks go by. Yeah, a couple weeks go by. My mom called. She's like, "Yo, you got a package at the house." I was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "What did I order? And what did I send?" She was just like, I said, "Just open it." She was like, "It's like a DJ controller or something." I was like, "Bro, what?" And so she was like, "Yeah." She said, "Man, like when you were in Huntsville, you were like on the phone, like talking about, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to be one of the best DJs to do this, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "I said that?"
Me?
Like, I was like, this doesn't even sound like something I would say. She was just like,
you said it. Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I go pick it up. I'm like mess around with it for like maybe like 2-3 weeks. Put it down. I'm just like, yeah, this is not that, no. So I'm, still working at Papa's at the time. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, you know how you buy things and then you put it down and you forget about it. Then you come back and you're like, ooh.
Well, I forgot I had this.
So maybe like a couple months go by. I pick it up again and I like still have the Lenovo, kind of like mess with it or whatever. Eventually, I looked into Pioneers. So I found a DDJ SB, which is like a very entry level board. It's about $250. Bought it. I had a really good night bartending one night at Papacitos. And I bought the controller. I still didn't have a MacBook, but I was like one of my best friends at the time. Well, he's, we're still very, very close. Actually, like, man, we see each other all the time. His name's Justin. Justin was like, "Yo, I just got a new Mac. I'm selling an old one." And I was like,
"Sell it to me."
Yeah. So like, "Yo,
how much?"
He was like, "Man, take it for like $300."
You're lying.
I wish.
Give it to me.
Yeah. Went to the crib. I'm talking like drove to his parents' house. Like, he was there. Boom. Dropped the money down.
Give it to me.
Erased everything.
Yeah.
It's all yours. And so now I'm like, okay, cool.
Got the MacBook.
Now I have this controller.
Got the controller.
And now I have a Mac. Now what? Boom. I start reading all this stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this program. It's called Serato."
There's the Serato.
I was like, that's what they were talking about in the song. So I'm like, okay, cool. Serato is DJ software. Mind you, like I said, I'm like,
you're a novice.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, you're a novice.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, I'm still working, at Cedos and everything like that. So I subscribed to a record pool. BPM Supreme was like the first record pool I ever subscribed to.
Now, what is a record pool, bro?
So my best way to describe a record pool to just the general public is basically a record pool is, oh my gosh, LimeWire.
Okay.
In a sense,
yeah.
LimeWire, but minus all the viruses.
Got you.
Minus all the viruses, where we get different tracks. You have R&B tracks, you have hip hop tracks, you have your EDM remix.
Oh, so you don't have to necessarily go and look for it yourself. It's given, right? I like that.
Right.
I like that.
It's like a giant library.
For sure.
Now, is everything going to be on there?
No.
Absolutely not. Some of that stuff you're just going to have to go search
for sure.
Whether you're buying it off of iTunes or, like finding different record pools. and all that. So I subscribed to BPM Supreme. It was about, I think, like $15 a month.
That's not bad.
Not at all, to have like unlimited downloads.
For sure.
You know, so I learned what that was. Eventually I started to kind of like organize music. I would watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm like a tactile kinesthetic learner, so I learn by visual, like visual and
by seeing it, and hands on. Yeah, I'm the same way.
And so what happened with that was I just watched a lot of YouTube videos, kind of started playing with it, figuring out like what BPMs were, song selections, you know, stuff like that. Like I listened to all kinds of music, you know. I never really limited myself to one specific genre.
Right.
Hip hop is where we're
top tier.
That's what we come from. You know, it's what we know. And I did that. And eventually I, you know, recorded a mix jokingly and sent it to Travis. And I was like, yo, boom, listen to this.
Right.
Listens to it. I put it on SoundCloud. And I wake up the next morning. It's like at like 5,000-6,000 plays. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mind you,
wasn't
like I said,
expecting
this.
This.
Is the first time I've like ever done this. You know, my mom would be like, turn that shit off.
Right. Nah, mama's on. Facts.
Yeah.
But you had to practice and learn.
Right. You know, and man, so Travis was like, yo, I think you might be on to something.
Facts.
You know, so I took that leap of faith, man. I still worked for, you know, another year or so. But in the time, I would go study DJs. Like, I really wasn't the guy to go out to the clubs that much. I did have my runs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went through like a bender. Like I was outside, like Ciroc boys
out there.
This was before all the tequila, all that. But Scott Summers is like my OG. Like, if you had to name the first DJ that ever like took me under his wing,
yeah,
Scott Summers.
Right. Salute Scott.
Latin Grammy producer, like has Latin Grammys under his belt.
Yeah.
Like, he's not just, you know, the first DJ to like look, you know, take me under his wing. Like, Scott is actually like a friend of mine.
That's always what you need.
I've been friends with Scott, bro, since I was like 17. I'm 29 years old.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I was cool with the constructive criticism and everything like that. Scott really taught me a lot of Latin music, like EDM remixes, Latin music, things that I just really would never think I would even like
need or want. Yeah.
And I took a lot of that. So I remember, bro, my first club experience, like, never have I ever DJ'd in front of anyone in my life. And Scott calls me, was like, yo, what are you doing tonight? I was like, man, I'm at the crib.
Pull up.
And he was like, come open for me at Mercy. I was like,
man, Mercy Day.
On a Saturday, bro. I'm like, bro, it's like 600, 700 people in there.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's like, yeah, man, you got it. Come on. I'm going to be there. I'm going to come watch it. He was like, I'm going to be there, support you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
all right.
Okay. He told me, he was like, it's exposure, no pay. I'm like, okay. So I go, completely fuck up.
What'd you do wrong?
Oh, man. It wasn't really anything specific that I did wrong. It
just
was
nervous?
Like, yeah, I was very nervous. I never really, besides me speaking at my high school graduation, I don't think I've ever seen that many people.
Right.
Like, in a setting where it's all eyes are legit
on you. Yeah.
You know.
Froze up a little bit.
I did.
Yeah.
And
it happens.
There's definitely not an amount of alcohol that would have helped that.
Yeah.
You know.
And especially being your first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely got some, you know, some crazy looks, some, he doesn't, you know.
What is he doing up there?
Yeah, what is he doing? Man, he don't need to come back, you know.
Fucking up the vibe. Yeah.
I got a lot of that, man. A lot of that. But I'm not one to let that type of stuff bother me. that I want the night to go smooth. Man, my grandma passed away when I was 16. She always would tell me, nothing worth having comes easy.
Comes easy at all.
So that was a push that I needed personally. So I took what Scott said. Scott put me on a lot of Latin music, a lot of things that I could personally work on to go to the next step.
Right.
So I took that and I ran for about maybe like a year. Maybe like a year. And eventually I started getting booked. I got booked. There was a bar. I had a friend of mine, his name was Pat. Pat was a photographer. Pat knew these guys. They were like, yo, this NFL player is having a little private, a little private party or whatever at this bar downtown. It's on Main Street. It's called Casablanca. And I was like, this story too. I was like, okay, I've never been there. I only knew Washington Avenue.
Exactly.
I didn't know Main Street was a thing. Like
it used to be.
Yeah.
Until it revived.
Yeah. So I never knew. And so got the info in which these guys became family. Arnie, Josh, Javi, TK, those guys gave me that platform. I was DJing for maybe 20, 30 minutes, bro. They were like, yo, who's this kid?
Yeah.
And so they offered me a permanent spot. And, I started off, man, I was still working a job. So it was just I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm cool. Y'all can pay me 200, 250, for 4 hours. I'm not tripping. It was exposure, and over those next years, bro, we legit built relationships, the clientele of the bar, and I'm all about that. About building relationships, because those can take you
to the next place.
Yeah, they can.
One time as a phone, I remember getting either a call or text from Thomas. He was like, "Bro, I'm about to become a DJ." I was like, "Do it."
Yeah.
I think I was like, "Do it, bro."
Yep.
And I was behind him 100%. It was even to the point I had some graphics made for him, because we were talking about graphics.
We were talking about
and everything. We were deep. I was like, bro, just do it. Learn the craft, master it. And then he was like, bro, I'm on that Casablanca. I was like, yeah, let's go. It was all to the races then. Yeah. And he was like, pull up. And I pulled up because I was at the time, like you said, I wasn't going out to clubs and stuff like that. The girls were young still. So I pulled up one night. He was like, yeah, the crowd ain't. I remember his criticism. He's like, man, the crowd ain't where it should be. And then over time, I would see Thomas post on his story and stuff like that. And the crowd would continue to grow. And continue to grow.
Yep.
The next weekend, continue to grow and grow and grow. I was like, oh.
And social media definitely played a huge part in that.
For sure.
Twitter played a huge part.
Yeah.
To that. I was thinking to myself, okay, how can I get my fan base up past my friends? You know what I mean?
That's the hard part.
And that is the absolute hardest part. And you can't be really afraid to put out your craft and everything like that. I say that all the time. And so I remember I would start putting out just random videos, me mixing at the crib.
I remember.
I would have my mom record them.
That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
I would have my mom record them or my brother, and record them. And there were a lot that went viral, a lot via Twitter, in which I remember, bro, I went from having maybe 900 followers on Twitter on this account at the time to close to 3,000 in a month or two. And I was just like, yo.
The power of social media.
Social media is insane.
I remember you used to have your brother on there mixing. I remember that.
Yep. I used to teach my baby brother, the basics, and everything like that. Looking back at all of the stuff and everything that I've accomplished, because we would be here all day if we talked about everything.
It's crazy, because I remember you were like, bro, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And we would just have good real talks. I was like, bro, you're going to do it. It's going to happen. You're going to be at clubs. Because we would talk about all of this before it even transpired and manifested. He was like, you're going to be a top club DJ. we would talk. We just have just talks
just
like
normal,
normal conversations, and seeing all this transpire is like, dang.
Yeah,
we talked about this from the beginning, and now he's like top dog. When you told me the other day that you like top dog at Clutch, I was like, ooh. I read that. I said, ooh, man, it's crazy,
man. I've had so many opportunities.
Yeah,
and I tell people all of the time, God is number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
Got to.
Anything that you do can be taken away very quickly. Very, very quickly. And a lot of people really forget where their blessings derive from. And I tell that to not just, up and coming DJs. I still consider myself, I'm almost 7 years in. And I tell them my foundation of everything that I do comes straight from God.
Mm-hmm.
Do I wish I can go to church
every Sunday,
take the time out to do the right things all the time. But my thing is I always want to leave a positive example.
Right.
Everybody that I touch, whether it is minor, whether it is like gigantic, I want to be able to pour out to what I didn't get. I had to like grind, bro, like, put in the time. And now I'm, in a position to where I'm able to give people many opportunities, to grow. And I've never, one thing about me, bro, and you know this, for as long as you know me, life changes and everything. I have never, ever changed.
Never.
I'm
the same way. Yeah, same person. Dude. I'm not going to switch up on you. Even if you switch up on me, I'm going to be the same dude.
I have never, ever changed the way that I operate, how I am. Nothing like that, bro.
Same Thomas. It's not in your blood.
No.
Same Thomas.
It's not. It's not me, not at all. And I've developed so many relationships, man, with so many different DJs, man.
I remember Thomas saying, man, I need that DJ Mr. Rogers cosign.
Man.
And now look.
Rogers is my guy.
That's your guy.
Rogers.
Salute Mr. Rogers, man. That's my guy too, man. Mr. Rogers and I go way back to Best Buy when I was working in 2010. He was like, man, anybody working at Best Buy? I got my man the discount on some DJ equipment. That's always been my guy. He's like, man, whatever club I'm DJing and you need to get in, just holler at me. I said, man. DJ Mr. Rogers.
DJ Mr. Rogers, man. That is one of that personally, he is my favorite DJ.
Fact.
Like all-time favorite DJ.
Yeah, he's one of mine.
Definitely one of my not one of mine. He is my favorite DJ of all time. Absolute great humanitarian. He is a phenomenal father.
Right.
It's deeper than the music. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Rogers on a personal level, and everything like that. I know Rogers on a personal level, and I admire what he's done, not just in the game.
Right. Outside of it.
Outside of that, when it comes to, humanitarian work. And there needs to be more people, not just in our industry, but more people like that in the world. The world is a very dark place.
Of course.
And I've developed relationships with numerous DJs, man. DJ McDaniels.
Shout out McDaniels.
One of my best friends, bro. Like, not even just a DJ. He is one of my all-time best friends. Jay Stone.
What up, Jay Stone?
Gosh, Q Holic.
That nigga's hilarious. That nigga Jay Stone is hilarious every time I see him.
Stone is a character, bro.
Character, dog.
Stone is a character, man. Stone took me under his wing about 3 or 4 years into me DJing. Oh my gosh, who else? Reggie, Fly White, C Watts, Airy. Oh my gosh, there's so many, bro.
The DJ community is wide here in the city.
And I love it, man, because we're all friends.
Yeah.
There's no like
no hate, no animosity.
I'm better than you. No, it's not like that. We legit all do things as a collective.
Yeah.
Like High C, I've listened to High C since I was a kid, bro, on the radio. Kiati just put me in positions. JQ.
Yeah.
Young Streets became one of my best friends. Like I was at his wedding, like you know, and all of the DJs in the city, bro, like we are all cool.
That's one thing I can say about the DJs here in the city compared to other cities is that they all stick together. Mm-hmm. They seem to be all on one accord. No beef, like you said, no animosity, no hating, and no tearing each other down.
Yeah.
That's one thing I do love and respect. Now, give me some craziness that you've seen in the club. What's some crazy experiences, some crazy things as a DJ that you've seen in the club?
Oh man. Man, I think one of the craziest things I've ever seen, like section culture is a thing, bro.
Yeah.
But I've never seen something like this in my life, man. And it was oh my gosh, I think it was a Tuesday night. Like, mind you, bro, I just said a Tuesday.
This is first of the week, start of the week.
Literally the beginning of the week. Mm-hmm. I want to tell you, I think it was like Nigerian Independence Week or something like that. And we were at Rose Gold at the time. And I think...
Oh, Rose Gold.
Yeah.
Rose Gold.
We were at Rose Gold, bro, at the time. And, excuse me, I was opening for, I think Young Streets was coming in, like midnight, man. And I've seen people pop like 10, 20 bottles in the club, bro. I've seen that, like, on some like normal shit.
Yeah. Just 4 hours in the club.
Yeah, I've seen that. I have never in my fucking life seen somebody pop 150 bottles. Yes.
Yo, wait, what?
They was, bro.
Wait, what time did this start at, Thomas? Please.
My brother. It was like 10:30, bro.
Club closes at 2.
It was at 10:30, bro. They brought out like 30 bottles per round. Mind you, bro, my set's over at midnight. Yeah. They're still bringing out bottles. I'm like, I ain't ever seen some shit like this in my life.
Was it like champagne or was it just everything?
Bro, it was majority of champagne, but it was like a mix. It was a mixture of like Moets and Aces, bro. Never in my life seen. This is before the Closet Azul wave.
Yeah.
This was the peak 1942 era. Like when 1942 was the shit.
Yeah, before the Casa Azul.
It was before the Casa Azul. This was before Casamigos. Like, I'm talking about Casamigos existed, bro, but nobody knew what the fuck it was. Like, you could get a bottle of that in the club
for cheap.
Like $150 at the time. You know, I knew what it was. I'm a drinker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just like drink what's... I actually like go and like taste it, you know, and
see what it tastes like.
Yeah,
I'm not just gonna drink something just because y'all say, "Oh, drink this."
Nah, like I like legit taste it, you know. And a lot of people don't know that's like from Texas. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know like that distillery, like, you know, is here. And so, man, I had never in my life seen some shit like that.
Wait, how many people were in this section, bro?
Dog, I don't even know, bro.
That's all I want to know. How many people were in this section?
Yo, man,
that you're ordering 150 bottles.
Man, God is my witness, man. I could call the specific girl right now who served that section.
Whoever was
her name is Kelly. I can call Kelly right now and she will tell you exactly that night. This was like 4 or 5 years ago.
She got paid that night.
I was like, yo, what? Like, I'm talking, it was like every song I play is just more bottles. I'm like, bro, all right, like, that was the wildest.
And I'm not even drinking these bottles.
No,
like, all right, I'm enough, bro.
No,
enough.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Their flex that night was like immaculate, bro. Like, they didn't drink half of it.
I know they did.
Them just
pour it out on the rollies. I know.
Just like,
all right, bro. Like,
and that's when I knew, bro. I was like, people really be having money to blow. Like, just to blow.
Yeah.
And that possibly, if not, was the craziest thing I've ever seen in the club. Definitely one of them. Like,
what's your favorite club to play or have played?
Oh my gosh, man. I don't really have a favorite. I love them all.
Yeah, for sure.
I love
They're
them
all different.
Man.
I can imagine.
I love them all because I don't just DJ hip hop and R&B. I DJ EDM. I DJ Spanish clubs, Latin, man. shout out to all my Latin DJs, man. DJ 16, Chico, Vala. Oh my gosh, Scott again.
And see, these are names you don't hear because, like, you sit there in the Latin
it's
community.
A whole different world, bro.
Yeah.
Like a whole different world that, you know what I'm saying, like that people don't even know, man. J Matt, oh my gosh, Kilo.
And they sound like they all cold.
JC, like these are all like Latin DJs, and I can keep naming them, bro. Like that I work with personally, you know what I'm saying, that I know. And if I have some questions on something, bro, like I'll be like, yo, like there's a song and it sounds like this. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but boom, they're like, oh, this is probably it. And I play it. And in my, you know, at the crib, and they're like, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. Thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so we do a lot of trading off. I'll trade them off the new hip hop, the stuff that's like really popping, like everyone knows,
and they'll
that
they
might not know, and then they give me
all
the Latin stuff that, you know, and then shout out my Nigerian DJs are the same way.
They give you that Nigerian flavor, and that's what's really hot right now. I can imagine.
Holic, Saint Nasty. Oh my gosh, man, Oreo.
DJ Oreo, that's a fire name, DJ. DJ Oreo is a fire name.
Temptation, Toey. Oh my gosh, like there are so many different spectrums, bro. Like, and people just don't even know.
Yeah,
like it's insane.
I can imagine that, just like you said, all the different flavors, all the different cultures, and then just masterminds all together.
Yeah.
How do you come up with like your set list? Like, how do you study and prepare and get yourself, you know, for different clubs? Because I know you're at different clubs every night of the weekend.
Man, I actually don't play the same music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I bet you don't.
I don't do the like, I don't plan out anything.
Yeah.
I read the room, man. I'm like, all right, cool. Like my whole thing, I get the like, you know, let's get them to spend some money. Like, you know, I got my trap people in here. I got these people in here.
Let me satisfy them.
I'm a satisfied him. But the bread and butter of clubs, and anybody who is listening to this, I'm telling you, women. Men come in the club.
They see what these women on.
They see what the women on. Men they gonna flex, bro. They gonna buy the bottles. They gonna do it, bro. I'm telling you, the women gonna be, bet.
All right,
bro. I will cater to women
more than the
majority of the time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
women do buy.
They're going to send. They are going to go.
And people don't understand that.
And I love to see women come in the club, just all women in their section,
and buy
man, and they buying bottles, like, you know what I'm saying. They turning up to whatever. I'm talking Glorilla, City Girls, Future,
and
they having a time, you know. And it's like, I've noticed the older music sticks so much more, bro.
Yeah,
than
the new stuff.
And don't get me wrong, the new music is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope, it's catchy.
It just don't have that feel, that appeal.
That 2012, like 2011 through like 17, bro. Oh my God.
Goes off.
Yeah, insane.
What's hot in the club right now, song wise, to you?
Oh my gosh.
That, man, you see just people just go stupid to.
Anything Glorilla.
Yeah? Glorilla got it?
Glorilla, man.
FREE?
Anything. Like, Tomorrow too, is like a mosh pit for women.
Interesting.
It's insane, bro.
Interesting.
Glorilla's music is so universal. I feel like I, as a male, would rap her music, like legit, like in my car. I legit would rap, you know, rap her music in my car. Like, she's like a lyricist.
Yeah.
You know? She's not rapping about
her vagina.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
that's
what
how
I'm
they
saying?
talking about.
I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, Glorilla's really hot in the club. Lil Baby's hot.
Okay.
Future, Gucci, like, you know what I'm saying?
The regulars.
So, like, yeah, you know. And then, you know, you have a artist. Houston's a really big tourist attraction. And so knowing what artists are popping in everybody's city is a huge thing. Like I'm talking like, you know, you have Chicago coming here. There's Chief Keef, Dirk, Lil Bibby. Yeah, exactly. Like who's playing
Vaughn?
Who's playing Lil Bibby? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nobody's playing Bibby.
Like I'll play Bibby and the Chicago people respond. Herbo. Like Lil Herb.
Yeah.
Not G Herbo, Lil Herb.
Lil
like
Herb.
I'm rolling,
Man,
I'm rolling.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
You know,
dang.
Detroit, you know, you got Peasy. Peasy's hot, bro. 40 Doug, Vezzo. Who else?
Babyface Ray.
Babyface Ray, T Grizzly. Man.
So you go basically by different, you know, the people that might be in the club, in the city.
Man.
Yeah.
I go on the mic, I'm like, what city's in here? Boom. I start saying cities,
I like
bro.
That.
Like South Carolina in there, bro. I'm playing Young Scooter. Like Young Scooter from South Carolina.
Facts.
Like I for the longest thought he was from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Me too. Legit thought he was from Atlanta. And I was like, I'm like, bro's from South Carolina. Bet. You know what I'm saying? So boom, like South Carolina's in the building.
Yeah.
You know, West Coast in the building, of course. Like you got the OGs in there. You got Tupac, you got Snoop, and you got Blast, you got Bino, you got YG. You know what I'm saying?
You playing Blast and Bino in the club. See, niggas be sleep on Blast and Bino.
Nah, bro. Blue Black. Look, I'm over here getting tongue twisted. The Blue Buck slang, like, come on, man. Bay Area, you got Larry June.
Shout out June.
Yeah, man.
One of my favorites.
Rogers put us all on, bro.
Salute June, man.
Rogers put us all on, Larry, man. C. Watts too.
Yeah.
Dom Kennedy, you know, Kendrick.
Nostalgia.
Lamar, like, all that, man.
Nostalgia.
You know, then you go to Atlanta, that's your club.
That's all you,
bro.
All you gotta say is Atlanta. That's it.
Bro. Lil Baby.
Alabama, I can imagine.
Jeezy, Gucci, Migos. Oh my gosh, Lil Baby. You got Future.
What's my boy that passed away? That was it's gonna hit me too.
Takeoff.
Not Takeoff. Oh, he died at the studio. What's my boy? He had the little boy with him all the time. Oh, what's my
trouble? Oh my gosh, Bankroll Fresh.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, all that it works, man.
Yeah,
I
gotta come back out and see Thomas in his you know his veteran status of DJing. I gotta come out and see him, man.
I don't even consider myself a vet.
Man, you've been out there, like you said, for 7 years. You kind of vetting the game, man. I gotta come see you. I've been to Casablanca when you first started, so now I gotta brace myself for one of these major clubs one day. Oh man,
you gotta come, man.
Gosh, Thomas gonna have me out here with the young kids. Oh
man, all the people who have played parts, you know, in my career, man, like I am very grateful to them all the time.
For sure.
And the A-Life Hospitality Group, you know, that's Junior Martin, Jonathan, Ruth, the GM of Prospect Park, man. That whole hospitality group has played a major part, man. I love those people very, very much, man. My Clutch family, Alan. Alan and I actually grew up together. We're childhood friends.
Smart.
We're childhood friends, you know. You know, my boy Martin. Martin actually just recently bought Standard Bar and turned it into a whole new bar. Brought me in as well to flip the dynamic of everything.
More relationships and networking.
Mm-hmm. And then
relationships is key, folks.
Yeah, man. Like I said, Casa. You know, like I've been around so many different types of people, man. Like I said, Kiati, you know, Rogers, McDaniel, Stone, Q Holic, like C Watts, Airy. I'm around them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just learning.
And these aren't just DJs.
Nope.
We legitimately are friends. Like we all hang out, like type stuff. Like
I see you and Stone all together all the time.
Yeah, Ian's another one, man. Ian was our sound and light engineer, man, back when I worked with Sticky Promo. You know, shout out JR too, man. JR played a huge part in a lot of stuff as well. Ian taught me a lot of ins and outs. He used to make fun of me when I first started to learn how to talk on the mic.
See, that's key.
That was definitely one of my big struggles. Was that
I can imagine
mic presence? Man.
Yeah,
imagine like you're talking to a room full of strangers.
Exactly.
No, you have
it's hard.
No idea, man, of like who's in the room, like what to say, like are these people gonna laugh?
Exactly.
Like
it's hard.
Like you have no idea, man, and it's dope. It's dope, man. Sometimes I'm at home, man, and I legit like shed tears because I remember talking about this,
having these conversations,
conversations with you, with my mom, with my dad, my stepmom, and
now it's coming to fruition.
And there's so many people, man, that support me, man. Brianna has been around me since the beginning, man. Like, and it's cool to have somebody who actually stood down
right there,
stayed with me through, a lot of like the bullshit, and stayed down, and supported, what I'm saying, and like encouraged me even when there was times where I just didn't want to do it.
Listen, I understand, man.
So it's really cool to have people like that, man. My friends, my family, they're the same way, man. Super dope.
Good.
Super.
That's the best part, having people support you at all times, man.
Exactly, man. And like I said, foundation is God, man.
That's it.
There I would be nothing like
without the Lord. I'm the same way. I'm the same way, bro.
I am not afraid to tell anyone or to share my faith.
That's it.
At all.
That's what you got to be most stand up on. This is my faith. This is me.
That's what I believe in. Like, you can, my job is to tell you that.
Only for you to take heed and
if you choose to do, if you choose to follow that, that's
on you.
Yeah, exactly. That's on you. It's not
all I can do is tell you.
That's it. That's what the Bible says.
That's it.
Is that we're here to give the message.
That's it. Witness to people.
Exactly. And that's how I go about things, man. Like I said, I've always been a very humble person. I've been through a lot in life, and like I said, we would be here all day.
Facts. We might have to do a part 2.
We could do that.
We could definitely do. Yeah, we'll fit you in. I know you're a busy man. Before we get Thomas out of here, man, I want to thank him for coming in for episode 111. I'm gonna let him give all this information where you can reach out to him, book him, and all that good stuff. Because I know the people in here, they trying to get me out of here, man. So I'm gonna let my man give all his information out right now.
Oh man, Instagram, Twitter. Pretty much all social media is gonna be Thomas the Square, all one word. My email is thomasthesquare@gmail.com. You guys want to get in touch with me, artists, producers, we can work. That's same thing for booking info, everything like that, man. So don't be afraid. I am open to hearing everybody. Jerm, I love you. I appreciate you for having me too.
Thomas, I love you too, dog. You my brother, man. We gonna kick it. 4 flats on the Cadillac, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
As always, sorry for my brief absence, but I gave my man his time to shine. As always, man, you got some dope people like Thomas that you think I should interview. Send them to my email, 2westboys@gmail.com. That's the number 2, WESSBOYZ. Follow me everywhere. Twitter, you got to put WTH, but everywhere else is WITH. One-on-one with Jerm. The Polo King. If you want to reach my personal. Oh,
really?
The media. Yeah. The media blog, January 28th, the winter collection. We'll be back. We back to work, man. 10 of the, is it 10? 9 or 10 of the dopest artists. It's 9 or 10. But you're going to get in. You're in for a show from 5 to 10. We're going to have some fun. Tickets $15. The link for tickets will be in my bio, or you can get them at the door. January 28th, the media block. Hit us up, man. You might see Thomas on episode 112. Who knows, man? Till the next time.
Yes,
stay positive. Pray. Blessings and manifest. Peace. My brother. Thank you, man.
Of course, man.